Hello, let's learn the basics of PHP. To run PHP on your machine, I recommend installing a bundle server that makes running and starting using PHP a lot more easier. As you can see, I'm using Laragon. Laragon will create automatically for you testing sites with the names of your projects. Index.php file is on the root folder of my site. Index.php is the default file like index.html, and that's why you only see the local site name on the browser. I will provide the link in the description for Laragon and XAMPP as alternative. PHP is a cool language that is used by 70% of the web. PHP is a scripting language that can be mixed with plain HTML. PHP interpreter uses the PHP tags to know what to process. Let's start creating a variable and displaying it on the browser. In here, I'm using echo function. Echo is the print for PHP. Let's try doing something a little more advanced. Let's make a loop and print the hello with the variable being iterated. When you print something, what's going to happen is that PHP will add the output to that piece of HTML and send the finished product to the browser as output. We didn't add any breaking lines, so the output will be exactly what has been processed. Let's adding them now. Now it's okay. You don't need to separate the PHP tags completely from the HTML zone. We can mix things a little bit. And for example, open a tag with just the part for the beginning of the loop, and then a tag for closing the loop. What lays in the middle, it's just HTML. Let's try to create multiple divs inside our loop. Now, in the part that is HTML, we can actually use some portion PHP too. I'm going to use it to display the variable iterated like we did before. Here, I hope this makes sense. We can also use a short tag to display in the middle of HTML, like this. As you can see, the result is the same, but with less code, and it's more convenient. Now let's jump for the most common scenario of PHP, using the data that is posted on the page. I'm going to create a form. The action of the form is another file called hello.php. What this means is, the posted data here will be sent to that page. The page can be any PHP file. It can be this very same file. Sometimes it's how it actually happens because we need the data in the same script that we have the form. For the sake of simplicity, we're going to send the data to another page. I'm creating a simple question to the user so the user can tell us his name. For this, we will need an input to enter the text and one input that submits the data, usually a submit type or a button. Let's arrange it a little bit and put down some line breaks. It's a little better now, so let's now head to the other file, starting just by adding a default HTML page. Let's use the same principle as before and add just a line with a condition that checks if we have request data with the name of the input text that we've created on the other page. And here we close the if statement, and we will now add the output that we want. Let's create a heading 2 with a message to our user. The message, it's the string hello concatenated with name that was sent to us from the other page in our request variable. The request variable is an associative array that will have as keys all the input data received. Let's try it. Try to use the short tag as we did before. Let's get rid of the default input message of the button and add our own. There we go. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I will always try to help you as soon as I can. If you liked, please hit that subscribe and like button. See you on the next one.